If you're building a website or an app in Gambia, you know at some point you're going to have to collect payments. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to collect payments using Wave, AfriMoney, QMoney, APS, using one API, and that is going to be Modem Pay, right? So we have a very simple application here. We'll call it an e-commerce platform where we have this handcrafted leather bag, and the goal of this video is by the end of it, we should be able to click buy and confirm checkout, and then send all this information to Modem Pay and be able to process the payments using Modem Pay, right? So let's quickly go over the code. We have our index page here. You can see we have our sample products here in this constant called simple product, and we're just displaying the details of the product, and we have the buy now button. So whenever we click on this buy now, we're just redirecting the user to the checkout simple page, and the checkout simple page basically again just repeating the simple product right here for confirmation. That's why you can see we have the details here, more of confirming to the user and also the final amount. So once they click on confirm checkout, we are to again handle the checkout. So that is where our checkout.cs file will come in. So let's group all these things together. But before then, we need to grab our API key from Modem Pay. So heading over to merchant.modempay.com. If you haven't created an account, you can create an account on Modem Pay. It's actually free to get started, and it's also easy to get started. So Modem Pay provides two sets of APIs for us, sandbox environment API and the production environment API keys. So I'm going to switch to one of my accounts here and grab my API, my test secret key. So I will copy this and head back to code. So the idea is whenever the user clicks on the checkout, we want to send the user to Modem Pay to finalize the payment. So but before we do that, we have to import Modem Pay. So I've installed the Modem Pay TypeScript SDK. So you can also install that by running npm install Modem Pay, right? And I'm going to initialize that here, call Modem Pay equal to new Modem Pay, and I'll put in my secret key. I'll just do a simple configuration here because I don't want it to retry whenever there's an error. Okay, so now what we want to look at, if we look at our request body, we will be expecting the amount and an optional return URL. So basically what we want to do is whenever the payment was successful or is successful, we want to redirect the user to a particular page, and in this case it's going to be a success page that we've created right here. Okay, so what we do to collect payments in Modem Pay is to create a payment intent. So we call intent, and we're going to wait for it, modempay.paymentintent.create, and we're going to pass in the amount, which will be coming from payload.amount, and our return URL as well, payload.return URL. Now we can actually shorten this by just spreading payload right here, but I just want to be explicit so we can also know the actual fields that we're expecting, or that Modem Pay expects to create a payment intent, at least the required ones, and the required one would be this amount. So let's log the intent to see what it contains, and then we would continue from there. So but I want to use Axios to hit that endpoint. So hit /API/checkout, and we're going to pass in our amount, which will be our total, and our return underscore URL. Since we're running on localhost, it should just be localhost 3000, and we're just going to take them to the success page. So let's give this a test. Back to our app. Let's start again. So we click buy now, we confirm and checkout. Let's see what we have in our console. So you can see we have status true, we have the message, and what I'm actually interested in is this data object right here. So you can see in data we have a field or a property called payment link. So this is what we're interested in, and we want to send the users to this page to make the payment, right? So let's go back to our checkout page, and what I'm going to do is also return the link and this is yelling at me, so we just have to add an optional link property here, and this way we can be able to put in the link. So we say intent.data.payment link, and that's it. So now coming back here, we have to grab the data. So we say data, and then we are going to use the window.location.assign, and then we're going to say data.link again, because from over here we're returning the link right here. So let's save this, and if everything goes well, we should be able to make the payment and it should redirect us to the success page. So let's give this a shot. I also like to start again from the beginning. So we click buy now, we confirm and checkout, and you can see now it's redirecting us to the hosted checkout to make our payment. So I'm going to pay with Wave. We have multiple options. We have APS, AfriMoney, and QMoney, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to be using Wave. So I'll make the payment, and you can see it was a successful payment, and then it redirected me to the success page. Now, of course, we can't rely on this in production. So in the next video, what we're going to be looking at is how can we actually confirm that this was a successful payment. So that is going to lead us to our next video where we're looking at webhooks. So I'll see you in the next one.